made mention of the job opportunities in the oil and gas sector. You didn't say anything about that. Then the second one, in Nigeria, it has been happening. When a fresh graduate go to apply for a job in any enterprise, what they will tell you is, you must have 2 working years experience or 1 working years experience. I love the fact that you said in the petroleum and gas industry. They do call them and train them. But I sat with someone beside me and he made mention of how his cousin or something wanted to work in NEPA. And they couldn't employ the boy with even a good certificate because he doesn't have any working experience. Don't you think we are killing ourselves in this country?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's it. I'm not sure I tapped you. So I'm going to go straight. Please, I need the ushers to walk with me, right? So that we can move as fast as we can. We need to take the keynote at exactly 1:30. Let's go.
Good afternoon, Sir Mohammed and every other person here present. Upstanding is Ekong Ukbono Udodo, a Malabite from the University of Calabar, currently serving in Cross River State.
Your question.
Sir, when you were talking about career path, I know microbiology is involved, although you did not mention, in the process of oil spillage during degradation. Please, sir, I want to know if you have your alma mater that you can actually bring up young people that want to follow suit in your career path. And if there is any, I want to be part of this and other people in the University of Calabar.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next, there's one more, I think.
Good day, everyone. My name is Agadan Woyibo. So I have a question for you. From the brochure we're giving, I see that you are the executive officer of Northwest Filling Station. So I just have a question. What do you do? In every street you go to, you see more than 4 filling stations. What do you do as a filling station to make yourself unique? How do you make yourself stand out? Because what do you do to stay relevant when there are other filling stations appearing every time?
Okay, all right. I think that's it for that, please. Let's go up real quick. I'm sorry. We'll take the 2 real quick. Let's go.
Okay. Lying under the existing protocol, my name is Edith Ignatius. I want to say a very big thank you to Northwest for all what they have been doing. But I'm so disappointed to say that for a while now, I want to ask, when was the last Northwest recruitment done for undergraduates that will give room for freshers to come in? And also, sir, this is directed to you. Please, sir, what is your role and your contribution in creating a fair employment for incoming graduates? Because I will say that it is so disappointing that Northwest these days employ based on connection, tribalism, and nepotism. Thank you.
Next, the female. Let's go.
Good afternoon. My name is Eko Groot, and my question is there a role of microbiologists in an oil and gas industry via bioremediation or augmentation?
All right, thank you very much. So we'll just have
Hello.
Mohammed go through it. I think that's it. I have 2 people from up there. Please, I need the ushers to walk with me with this. Let's go.
Thank you very much. Interesting questions, and I like them. So much beautiful questions. It shows that the foundation, the Leadership Foundation, is doing a lot of work, and there's a lot of more work to be done. I salute you, sir, and the team of the foundation for this. The first question, young people opportunity, when did they don't... Okay, somebody talks about how comes young people will get an opportunity when people don't leave. That was the first question. Remember in my presentation, I said the industry is evolving. We are opening up. It's bigger. We're going to be here for life. And I said, everybody in this room will go. The industry still remains. So there's still opportunity. Northwest started in Calabar. Today we're everywhere. We're even in the world. So which means if we started with 10, 20 people, we have thousands today. You understand what I mean? Which means we continue to grow. There's an opportunity for everybody that's able to meet the basic requirement. I talk about the basic requirements. It's important, and you must stand out. If you don't have that, you just make sure you don't stand around by the roadside and be complaining. Make sure you develop yourself, grow yourself, develop special skill, be different from others, you'll get a job. Somebody said the connection is required to get employed. You see, it is a mistaken impression. Completely mistaken impression. And I want to join it with somebody that said that this day, when was the last time Northwest employed people? Last week, we conducted an interview and we employed people. A lot of people we do, you see, there's a community-focused business. And a lot of us want to sacrifice. I say, as part of the function, part of the role is for us to take care of our immediate community. You know, it's very important. Secondly, you must be qualified, you must be certified, you must be good enough to be able to meet the requirements. And you must be ready to serve as an apprentice. Anybody in the house that knows any Northwest station? If you know, I've seen any Northwest retail station. Any Northwest petrol station. Let me call it the way you understand. I want to see your hand. Lovely. I want you to go there, confirm what I'm saying. There's nobody that works for Northwest. Go and ask them. No people that have grown. Confirm. Get to know people in that station. I have some of my colleagues there. Most of those stations, the managers of those stations actually started from the pump. You must be ready to persevere. You must be ready to go through the hardship, the challenge, so that you can grow. So that you can grow. You have to go from there. A lot of us started from the pump to become MD. But you must understand that pump. That's where it starts from. A lot of us today, our generation that I see here, don't want to do that. They want to sit inside AC, feeling cool, and start driving car within 4 months or 5 months they join. It's a challenge, but it's possible for you. If it's possible for you to start from the scratch, you will get to the top. So be ready. Somebody say, how do you get employed? I've explained to you the process to get a job in the oil company. You must know what is it that you are strong at. Do you have the prerequisites? Don't get third class and be looking for work in the oil company. You are not likely to get. Don't get 2-2 and when there are a lot of 2-1 and first class and you think you will get, because they are looking for the top. And when you come in, you are going to conduct exam. When you conduct exam, you conduct several interviews and you must scale through. So if you are ready to go to that industry, you must be ready to be top range. Can industrial chemistry get a job? Yes. Daniel, he says, why do the oil company focus on upstream instead of refinery to get the fuel? That we get the fuel at a high price. Why do we focus on the upstream? The focus on upstream is there are only few companies in the upstream. You can Google and check. More company in the downstream. And the company that we're talking about are not government companies. It's only an NPC that is government company. And in the last 3 years, NNPC is no longer government company. It's NNPC Retail Limited. It's a limited liability company. I hope I have answered your question. There are more companies in the downstream than upstream. Only few companies are upstream. Very, very few companies are upstream. So the focus is not on upstream. The focus is on the downstream. And before now, it has been government that have been running refinery. No individual runs refinery. The only refinery they are looking for, they are waiting for is Dangote refinery. And it has not started. So there's nothing people like me can do about refinery. Even you cannot help me. So it's the government that runs the refinery. Until we build private refineries, which is massive, which is expensive. Dangote have spent over $29 billion US. I don't know how many Nigerians has that kind of money to build that. It's only him. He's the biggest in Africa, you know. So that is how little I can answer your question. Okorocha, he says petroleum graduates. He needs experience, not training. He said that whether they need experience. You need to go through, you don't need experience to be a fresh graduate in the oil and gas industry, not just Northwest, anywhere. You can come out fresh and they train you and you become. But you must have the prerequisite. I keep repeating it. You must know who you are. You must know the area of interest. If you apply and choose the wrong area, they will say you are not qualified, and you are not qualified. Choose your field where you have your skill, develop additional skill, have the basic requirements of that company, and you can go. What is the basic requirement? Come out with good grades. Have soft skill. Pass their test. They will do a lot of medical tests for you because it requires a lot of, you must be healthy. So, and you go in there. There's a lot of apprenticeship programs that you can go through, and they will train you. Nobody graduates with experience in the oil and gas. Everybody that goes in is trained. Except if you're going to come from one oil company to another company, coming with your experience, which is not popular. There's a microbiologist, Unical Alma Mater program to help others. In Calabar, we have more people from Calabar than any other place in Northwest because we started here. So it's more of, His Excellency knows that we started here. He was one of those that supported us greatly, and we make sure that we employ a lot of people from Calabar. The number of staff we have from Calabar are more in any of the departments that we have. Please take notes. So it's important. But then, in terms of Unical, no. We have to look for everywhere, of course, if you localize it to Unical. But I tell you, at the basic level, we have more people in Calabar because we have 2 stations in Calabar, and I think we are planning another one to come up in Calabar. And we have a depot here, one of the biggest depots here. We have a jetty here. Most of these locations, these businesses, are managed by people from Cross River. So, what do you do to stay relevant in Northwest? One of the major things that is the strength of Northwest is that we hire brilliant people from the beginning. We train them over time. Your moving to the next level depends entirely on you. But you must be certified. You must be highly qualified. You must be ready to persevere. When you move from there, there's something they call quantum leap. That's what happens to you. When you leave the pump, it's a quantum leap. But you must go through the pump. If you go through the pump, you know why we train people at the pump? So that you understand. Some of your friends that you graduate from school will drive. They'll see you at station. Bros, now you be this. Wow, your own not finished. You are at the pump. Maybe he's driving his father's car. His dad told him to come and buy fuel, and he's telling you that. We have experienced all sorts. But most of those people that were spoken to like that are now managers who will now see some of those to their friends and buy them drink. What do you do to stay relevant? When was the last recruitment? I think I've answered that. What was the role of microbiology in the industry? Very bright for a brilliant microbiologist. We opened a lubricant plant. Everybody in that lubricant plant in Lagos, 90% of people in that plant were taken from the system. We take from the system to other departments. We hardly bring people from outside, except where we don't have skills that can match what we have or what we need. So that is what happened. Be ready to start from the beginning. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mohammed Saluddin, PhD, the Executive Director of Northwest Petroleum Retail Services Limited. Just to let you know that in a few minutes we will be having our keynote address that we skipped earlier on, and His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, will be joining us for the keynote in a bit. But let's go straight to the panel discussion right now, as we will just run this as fast as possible. Now, the panel discussion is on the topic Achieving Global Sustainable Development Through Youth Entrepreneurship and Innovation. And to take charge of this session as the moderator, we have the lead strategist for Donors for Africa, Chidi Colesworth. Please put your hands together. Warm welcome for Chidi. It's her first time in Calabar. Aha. Chidi is the founder and CEO of Donors for Africa Foundation, dedicated to breaking the cycles of poverty in Africa. She collaborates with government, funding institutions, the private sector, philanthropy organizations, NGOs, and social impact leaders to drive impactful change. She has 14 years of experience specializing in health, gender, organizational management, and sustainability. And she has trained over 5,000 plus social impact organizations and raised $30 million in funding, reached 51,000 plus individuals through knowledge sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. Warm welcome once again for Chidi Colesworth. She will introduce her panelists.
I will not talk until you clap for me. I will keep all of you here until the governor comes, so clap for me. Greatest of the greatest Malabites. Great, 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 great Malabites and Malabres. Kopawi. Kopawi. Are you here? I wish I would sing one of your songs, but let me respect my governor. I want to do something. I want to test the pulse of our Calabar and our brethren and friends in the house. If you know you are not ashamed to collect urgent 5K, urgent 10K, if you are not afraid, though, I want a boy and a girl to come out. And I will not tell you what you are coming to do. So prepare yourself for the job in NNPC. You don't know. Canadian visa, you don't know. This is the first person that came out. Sorry, where are the ladies? Ladies first, you are hiding. Please be coming. Put your hands together for them as they are coming. You know me and Pasha. Osha, they say you're Osha, sorry. First and most importantly, do you know any of the video song? So if you want to collect your urgent, you must walk. If you want to work in Northwest, you must walk. They say you will serve at the pump. So you want to serve now, okay? I want you people to choose by yourself for yourself. Anybody that gives you the correct demonstration for I'm unavailable, they know they see me. Oh yeah, if you can't, come, let us test your know how your heart is beating. Oh yeah, you see? CV screening has started, oh, it has started. Me, I cannot sing. If I sing, all of you will faint. So, you are going to sing for them. Sir, are you running? Unavailable. It's going. Who chop liver? Who has mind? Who has eaten correct food this afternoon? Come outside and collect your urgent money. Sir, sorry. No, I have to allow him. Sorry, no verse. I have to allow him. Okay. If you are ready, I wish I cannot harass the soundtrack people, so let me just use our voice. So you're going to face them, so that it's not me that will judge, so that I will not give you false hope. So you are going to face them, and you are going to do the counting of the song of the dance. 1, 2, 3, go.